Definitely a little delayed, but we should be good. So I just need to go on this and click play. Cool, go on this, click play. Alright, they're gonna be slightly desynced by like a second, but it's mostly fine. It's mostly fine. We get to rewatch this this VOD finally. Again, I was working the weekend that this race and the other semis happened. What is this seed? 5 levels, 3 drives, 4 STT, 5 HB, 5 OC, 6 Pride Lands. Okay, that's kind of nice. 5 Halloween Town, 6 World Never Was, 2 PR, 200 Acre, 2 Agrabah, 3 in Beast Castle, 3 TT. Okay, that's a fairly... It's like left side heavy on this board, but not bad. I think it could be worse. I think it could have been worse. Alright, so let's see what Silence finds here. Now there are 6 things, so hopefully they find at least something useful. Like there's got to be at least like 2 or 3 things before a Scar. Also, during this watch, I'll probably be just eating a burger. It's a good time. Might not have too much insightful commentary. But I suppose that's okay. Okay, so they find Stitch. Stitch actually pretty useful. Okay, Torn Page reflects. Okay, Torn Page is actually pretty nice. And a Cure. Mostly that Torn Page is a nice thing to look forward to, mostly just because that early, potentially, would be early final form in 100 Acre, so that way you don't have to force it out. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna see the same shotgun. Hey, what's up, Vincent? How's it going, dude? Yes, this is the previous semis, so this is the old VOD recordings that I did not get to watch live because I was working. But we're rewatching it now. I know how it ends. but I don't know how we get there. So, getting to rewatch apparently the Chaos set as a seed is going to be exciting. Yeah, but as we're watching this, I get to eat my lunch. It's exciting for me. Unfortunately, a 4-hour scene. No, it's perfectly calculated. I know how late roughly this ends, and this ends before relegation starts, so we're fine. I will say, I will still never not get over how Slim just doesn't know how to do proper dance call. I will always flame him for it on the inside. It's so funny seeing him do what is it? What's the other one? The one downbeat, there we go. Seeing him do downbeat is always funny. Yeah, these guys are just gonna do the taping shotguns. I think they actually both also might do TT. They were both a fan of it in, I believe, the relegations. Salad didn't know for the longest time to not do downbeat. Old heads, man. Okay, Salad officially retired. We'll never see him come back. Feels bad, man. Pour one out for your boy. The man is too busy dominating Pokemon right now, apparently. Okay, Slim is not going for TT. They both aren't. That's so weird. That's so weird. I feel like these guys would have. So nothing of interest so far in these worlds. I mean, they have 2 pages, so we'll probably see them both to do all of 100 Acre as much as they can, try to get that final form, if I were to guess. Having Stitch is pretty nice, same with Blizzard and 1 offensive magic, or at least 1 offensive magic. They both have Blizzard and Fire. And I really want to know if they'll find anything in TT. As I figured, they're both just going to be doing all 100 acre. That final form being there is pretty nice. The only issue is if it's a late, then you're just kind of annoyed about it. If you get it right away, it's super good. Alright, do they find final here? Unfortunately not. So you gotta go Kanga's house onward for this final form. Hopefully they get pages soon. Alright, so we'll probably see Slim make their way to a Disney Castle, go to Agrabah onward, and probably see Silence come to the same thing. I'd be interested to see if Silence actually changes their mind and goes to like Twilight Town right now. Okay, yeah. Figures. This intro is definitely pretty standard. No, actually, there are only two things here in Disney Castle. Just the genie and one unknown item. So not the most interesting. Okay, yeah, with one more thing left here, and especially if it's never going to get hinted, you're very likely just never going to push this world until you have Magnera. And so we'll just be seeing the double mini escort. And taking those keys along with Slim, they all kind of suck. That's a shame. And bunch of good abilities, double air combo boost, finishing plus. So super solid start. And they also have good accessories as well. A full bloom, Shadow Archive Plus. Oh, unfortunately for Slim, he's just losing out some time here by getting trolled by Old Pete. Okay, I see Silence playing it safe, doing the Reflect kill strat. Alright, and do we find the one check here in Waterway? I'm going to assume we don't, because that would be way too easy. Yeah, okay, figures as much. So we gotta commit to Windows onward, so we'll probably see them do that very, very far off from now. Okay, and there we go to the Agrabah push. Hopefully we'll find something of interest here that'll change any of the routing. This will be sort of the last, one of the last few shotguns. They'll probably maybe do TT next. One of these guys will. But after that, we'll now go into territory where they can choose to do different things. Oh, a glide here. Okay, so if you were one of the few people who did Agrabah first in this seed, then you would have had a glide 3 for everything else. Thankfully for these guys, it didn't really bite either of them the butt for not doing it right now. Or right away, rather. Man, Combo Master and Flash Step? Okay. Alright, so no important checks here, but obviously getting another finishing plus, another Combo Master, Flash Step, all really insane stuff. That wise, looking pretty good. 23, 21 at level 12. All you really need now is just maybe like a better offensive tool. You're kind of set for everything else. Okay, Trinity, so they can just go straight to STT if they really want. There's a 4 in STT. It's a pretty okay location. You have Glide 3. Seems pretty fast. Okay, so Slim's gonna opt to do the Trinity kill here for the Beast Castle fight. And then we see Slim actually going into TT. So the route divergence actually begins. Slim, I believe, taking the more natural place to go. It's one of the easier worlds to do. And Silence taking the extended shotgun of going to TT1 right away. Okay, money for Slim. It's always appreciated. It is early, so they both have it. No crazy advantages. Ooh, okay, XP boost. Kind of nice. Especially with 5 things on levels, that's something you really want to look for. You could probably do a Port Royal 1-minute fight now. Okay, they also get a report. Agrabah has a skill on crossbones. That's, okay. You know you're at least gonna get that at the latest Genie Jafar, so that's, it's okay. Alright, and nothing else in TT. Same with Beast Castle, nothing in Beast Castle so far. But you will be able to progress further in the world, unlike for Twilight Town where you want to hold off for at least Final Form. Alright, Alright, and there goes Silence, now going to B's Castle. From Slim here, we'll probably see the Trinity 1 cycle. Oh, okay, so Slim doesn't go for it. A little questionable. Maybe forgot. Man, still nothing in this Beast Castle. Oh, it had double money pouch. Okay, that's a little weird, but sure. No. Alright, and now the last couple of checks before you gotta go do Darkthorn onward. Oh, so I'm just giving him poke. Okay, that works too. And we also see Silence in the bottom right, not opting to go for the Trinity 1 cycle. Alright, yep. So we gotta do Darkthorn onward. Very unsurprising. Okay, we get Slide Dash in the shotgun. So Slide Dash, Flash Step, Combo Master, 2 finishing pluses. You basically almost have every offensive tool you want. You're just missing a ground finisher like Guard Break or Guard Break, Explosion, Guard Break, Explosion, or Finishing Leap. You're missing maybe an aerial or combo tool, so Horizontal Slash. Otherwise, you're pretty okay with this. You at least have a Reflect. Okay, another accessory slot, so that means there's 3 accessory slots, so you can just put on the Shadow Archive, be a bit more juiced. Okay, so Slim actually opts to leave, doesn't want to do Bailey. Understandable. And then Slim will also find out here there's nothing of value in any of TT aside from that report. You might see a PR push soon. I would probably consider that a good candidate to go, just because you can try to level on the Pirates in the 1-minute fight. You can also just work towards those 2 checks there. I think the sooner you get stats, the sooner you're more convinced to also push the World Never Was and do Roxas. There are 6 checks in the World Never Was, so that is something to consider. Ooh, okay, so we see Silence actually pushing into this 5 OC. That's wild. Respectable choice, though. You have at least have a Reflect. And then Slim's actually opting to go through the station fight right now. Alright, so Slim gets a Thunder. There's one more check left in this world. Oh wow, a Valor on level 14. That's super early. I definitely think for these guys, forcing Final is definitely not on the table as an idea. Since you know where Final is, you're probably gonna route entirely around trying to get that. You get a report, the one of us is torn pages. And so knowing that hint, you at least know that your Final Form potentially is locked behind having to do what it was. Ooh, okay, so Slim having a very interesting bug now. I didn't notice that, but they do not have the what is it? TT1 exit on. It's very strange. I've definitely seen that happen a few times. It's very, very rare, but it definitely happens sometimes. For the record, these seeds were all generated via Eternia mode, and were all generated the same way. So that should have been a regular portal. Silence will probably have the same, not the same portal, but we'll have the TT1 exit code properly work. Unfortunate for Slim, this is just a unfortunate time loss. You do have the bare minimum tools though to make it through these fights fairly quickly, so you're not terribly annoyed. Alright, a report for Silence. PR has a fire. It's okay. Doesn't really change too much. Oh, Pride Lands also has a fire. What a great hint. Okay, Promise Charm. That's it's okay. Considering they have no proofs though, they'll probably not be using the Promise Charm at all. Oh wow, so the last fire is found. It's shown here in the lock. Oh wow, just a thunder there off of Valor 2, and you also get the report and last item for OC. HB has a proof. Well, that's kind of nice. You kind of don't want to do Hydra, really ever, so that's super comforting. And the CSTT comes out right now. Very understandable. Alright, all my food is done. We're good. We're good. Alright, I will actually need to fix silence this time around my end. I did not leave enough headroom. There we go, we should be good now. I'm curious to see where Slim goes after this. It's gonna be very interesting. They might opt to also do STT, considering that tool-wise you won't really have anything to speed it up. Alright, Slim. After this future P, where do you go? Okay, so Slim is actually opting to go to PR. The approach I was expecting most people to go for. Silence does get a Blizzard from Twilight Thorn. So early Blizzara, definitely pretty nice. You could take the Blizzara and definitely one-shot every pirate. and do more damage to Barbosa if you go to PR. Slim though, kind of chilling. You have Thundara instead as your alternative. Alright, Slim, perfect. Thankfully the shadow was a little nice. Op didn't go into the ground immediately. Oh, okay, I've never seen that approach to the Axel 1 fight there. It's a very interesting way to do it. Alright, silence on through. Ooh, 55.55. Nice. Good time. Alright, time to see if there's anything of incredible value in the Sunset Terrace. Okay, gets a Star Charm. That's obviously going to be relatively nice to have. Your strength stat's pretty high, but your magic stat's tiny bit lacking. Just a tiny bit. Alright, so Slim will be XP boosting in the minute fight. Or at least attempting to. But we get a Bone Fist. A Magnet, and nothing else. Alright, so we gotta go to Mansion. Meanwhile, actually Slim doesn't have the XP boost. I believe that was actually somewhere else that Slim didn't go to. Whereas Slim just opted to not equip it. And Slim's reward for the minute fight, I'm assuming is nothing important. Yeah, well, it's an okay accessory. What is it? +2 magic? I think that was the... Actually, no. No, I think that was Fence Earring. Never mind. +2 strength. Alright, in the mansion, do we find anything of value? We got a form boost, that's okay. It's always appreciated. Does Naminé have the last check in classic Naminé fashion? She does. She has a reflect and it's done. Right now we see Silence opting to finish some of the smaller worlds, so gonna go do all of HB now, or rather all of HB 1. And we'll probably see them make the trip to PR, if I had to guess. Okay, meanwhile for Slim, they get a picture. Okay, that's actually okay. That's nice. Granted, that doesn't. That's not the the better item than ice cream, but that's still one of the things you need to access TT3 onward. Because usually you're not going to find the one important check in TT2. It's very, very rare. Ooh, okay, Slim taking a very different approach to this fight, opting to go for physical combos. Okay, finally stopped, opting to settle for just thunders at the end. Alright, and there goes Slim straight to, it's not Slim, Silence straight to PR. Slim opting to finish HB. Alright, Slim on through. Now, to see where he goes after this, because obviously SCT is a world you can go for. Okay, opts to go to SP. Does he check for XP boost, though? Remember, XP boost can't be on keys, which I don't know if he was aware of. Okay, so Slim is XP boosting now instead of doing it on Pirates, just does it right here. Struggling to get the single hit he needs. Damn, yeah. One thing to note is what Slim did is go into the room and then walk out the door. That way you don't have to traverse across all of this canyon. You do mess up. Thankfully, Slim is good now at low HP. Does have access to Stitch, so that'll be his method of XP boosting. You have Thundara, you have a Blizzard, you have Fyra. You have many different ways to go about this XP grind. Alright, yeah, so Silence is actually doing what I expected Slim to do, which is XP boosting, or XP grinding off of the Port Royal Mana fight. Oh wow, XP boost on level 30. I don't think Silence can reach that in time. Yeah, I don't think Silence is reaching that, so that's a little unfortunate. It's very strange circumstances. You get a membership card off of level 34. So now Slim can just do all of HB now. With 4 unknown things and a proof. So definitely a pretty solid visit to consider going to. Alright, so Slim gets all the way to level 39, still 2 things left on levels. So the last few checks on levels is level 41, 44, 46, 48, and 50. So quite a few levels to potentially check. You gotta be conscious for a little bit of the seed to try to XP grind in some places if you can. I think with how things are being paced out, you'll probably do the rest of your levels in the World That Never Was. That's typically where people end up doing that at. Yep, goes straight to HB. Very understandable. Okay, so Silence gets their picture. Probably still won't do any of TT if I had to guess. They might try to reserve the station fight as long as they can for potential final leveling. Especially with 2 more things on levels, you kind of have to potentially consider it. Okay, so in corridors, we do get a reaction boost. That's something can be something of value potentially for later. Alright, yep, nothing here. We see Silence actually taking an approach that I've been sort of advocating for a little bit more often, which is doing worlds like Halloween Town that you actually don't need any real tools for. They basically almost have everything they want. The only thing they're maybe lacking is really like Horror Slash. I think that's probably the one thing that would definitely make this way better. But you basically have everything you need. You have good movement, you have Reflect, you have access to Dance Call all the time. You have a really good strength stat. So pushing this Halloween Town for the 3 items is definitely a really, really solid idea. Alright, Slim on through corridors. Makes very quick work of that. Ooh, okay. So I think Silence here is going to try to do Magnet Trinity strats. Ooh, gets through that HP bar. Very, very nice. And does get the kill with the finisher, as expected. Magnet Trinity working on Experiment, and Prison Keeper is definitely very strange to see, but it's actually so sick that it works out like that. Meanwhile, what is it? Slim does find a report at some point that says Levels has front pages. So you have a page in Levels and a page in The World Never Was. So kind of unfortunate that you probably won't get that final form before doing The World Never Was, like you kind of would usually like to. Slim also opting to go for the core skip instead of doing the core fights. Oh, okay. Interesting approach from Slim. Trying to leverage, what is it? Combo Master with the Valor form. Does get it to work out. Unfortunately, does lose 3 sets of drive as a result of the first failure. They get Explosion, though. That's definitely really nice. You do have a ground finisher now. You have a Reflect. You have really good stats. You honestly are probably pretty tempted now to do The World Never Was right away and try to get that torn page. And work your way towards the final form in 100 Acre. Silence making quick work of Oogie. Unfortunately, does not find anything, so there's still just 3 checks this late into Halloween Town, all the way in Halloween Town 2. So if I had to wager, this seems like a Data Vexen seed. Definitely smells like one, or at least AS Vexen. Okay, Slim finding Wisdom form in core. And unfortunately, because he core skipped, cannot get the last chest. So we'll be in a bit of the dark of if that's actually useful or not. Alright, time for the last two chests for Slim here. Ooh, Silence getting a little bit... Oh, it takes an unfortunate test. Oh man, you hate to see it. Death to a graveyard in the this fight for Halloween Town is definitely a little annoying. Because your magic is so low and you're doing this so early, you're basically not going to get the, what is it, pseudo one cycle here of Reflect into Presence. Yeah, just a little unfortunate. It's a little hard to do. Let's deal with these graveyards. Hopefully should get the kill here. He's going to run out the clock a little bit on the limit, try to maximize damage. Alright, cool. That should be all of them dead. Get Magic Lock on, level 25. Alright, so now we see Slim here actually opting to Roxas. Very interesting approach to this fight. Okay, opting to just Roxas get reset. But they make it out through though. Roxas giving some good RNG, not DMing or teleporting to the middle. Alright, and for Silence, there's 3 important checks still in in all of Halloween Town. Experiment gives 2 most, like literally just 2 checks at most, so we have a guaranteed ASFX in. That's definitely a little spooky. You kind of need better tools for that. Slim finding a Hori Slash after Roxas, so they could just do the rest of the Horn of Woes, honestly. You have Berserk, you have Hori, you have really good strength stat, you at least have 1 Reflect. I think for 4 important checks, or 4 more unknown important checks, and 1 known Torn Page, it's honestly a pretty solid idea to just go here, finish this world out. Oh, gets Invisible Dragooned. Hopefully this Invisible Dragoon does not troll. Okay, opts to just run away. Meanwhile, we see Silence here, going to final level. Oh yeah, you have a, what is it, a Duck Flare staff for Donald. So yeah, you definitely just do this. Slim not putting the other XP boost on. I think they'll eventually put it on. I think they just realized I kinda gotta stop menuing. Okay, Silence here using fires to do this key grind. A little surprised they're not opting to try blizzards here. Okay, Slim is committing to this. They get DM'd. Yeah, you pushed a little too far. If you drop 1 input from that Hori or mistime it so that Zigbar breaks out, and you're that low, you're pretty much guaranteed to just not get the that there's a small chance that Zigbar will just like go and reload his gun instead of going for a DM, but it's super rare. Right now he's gonna be super armoring through this, so it's gonna be a little hard to catch him if he runs. Yeah, unfortunately he has to deal with either another DM or sniper phase right now. So the greed not really working out for Slim right now. Take a bit of time loss. Hopefully Zigbar right now decides to walk for Slim. Oh, he does get the walk. Okay, so he gets the fight. Yeah, a little sloppy, but still does the job. Now, granted, it is not sloppy because of mistakes. It's just sloppy because of good old RNG. Does get a report, TTS a Thunder, so unfortunately nothing new info. And Slim opting to not try to XP grind or rebuild the drive gauge using fires or anything, just opts to take the stray kills as they can. Okay, so they get the Torn Page here. So now you're tempted now to probably leave and go check 100 Acre, or maybe do Zigbar first. Or not Zigbar, Lexard first. Silence clearing out through hostile program. And gets once more. So definitely a rather useful ability. Right, and there is stuff in SP2. Okay, so we see Slim going for the Berserk Hori on Luxord right now. This does work on Luxord, as surprising as it is, but it is, I believe, a little bit tighter of a timing. Fortunately gets a drop. But now Luxord has a bunch of RV, so you have to catch him. Okay, does successfully catch him. So now he's in DM phase, has to make sure he gets this all in full. Alright, now he's passed, just has to poke at him once. Very clean fight. Gets a Thunder, so that is Thundaga for Slim. Definitely super nice tool to have. Only one more thing left in the Will Never Was. Ooh, okay, interesting decision here. Slim opting to go for the duck butt right now. We'll have to go for it in a second. Okay, does catch, and this should be GG's. Very clean Psyx fight at the end. Making sure to throw on the elixir, or sorry, the ethers to refill MP. Okay, so we see a Silence here. Going to take their stab at the Will Never Was. Again, 6 important checks, 5 unknown, 1 torn page, so very good choice, especially because you do have the stats now. Meanwhile, for Slim, let's see if they find the 1 important check here. Okay, finds a guard break, that's rather annoying of a spot. Okay, gets finishing leap, and unfortunately takes a death. Alright, very clean fight from Silence. Ooh, okay, so the Will Never Was is not done. You have Xemnas 1, then if Xemnas 1 does not give it, you have a guaranteed Data Xemnas. Oh no, Slim. Alright, Slim's gotta catch the 1 stray hit. Perfect. You get a proof from Xemnas, so no Data Xemnas. That's okay. You're kind of relieved about that. And yep, the 100-acre push, hoping to get that final form as soon as you can. Oh wow, so it gets a turn page. So that's really convenient. You check Spooky right away then. So if final form is not in Spooky, then that means you do go all the way to Starry Hill for that final. Alright, Silence makes it through on Zigbar, no DM, very clean fight. Alright, do we find this final and last thing in Spooky Cave, or do we have to actually go to Starry Hill? Ooh, okay, so nothing quite yet in Spooky, has to do the full escort. Alright, successfully gets the second B skip. Alright, do we have Starry Hill confirmed? We do, alright, so they do have to level to wherever this form page is in order to get this final form, which is rather unfortunate, but it does happen. Alright, Silence here, having a bit of a struggle. Yeah, unfortunately, because of how Luxord works whenever he lands on the ground like that, sometimes you have to do some sort of strong attack, or he just will super armor through anything you do. So unfortunately, it does have to deal with the DM. Tried to skip it as much as they can. I will say, if we want to take a peek at their important checks, there's still a Beast's Claw, a Proud Fang, Battlefields of War, and a Scimitar and an Ice Ring. All unknown items so far. Alright, so Silent's gonna go through Spooky, or go through King's House and Spooky, hoping to find this final form. Unfortunately, will not find it, as we know, but now they have room to potentially try and get the Torn page into what the Nova was right away. Alright, so both of these racers about an hour in. Let me see if I can get a check count. So Slim is at 41 important checks, and I believe Silence is roughly about the same. Yeah, do that math. Okay, I think Silence is at 42 important checks. Either 42, 43, or 41. Yeah, they're both relatively even. Slim now going through STT. Alright, so actually we see Silence opting to settle for finishing out HT. There are 3 unknown items here. So we'll see if they find anything of value amongst these items. Alright, finally breaks apart the head. A reminder, Silence does have a Berserk charge on, so they are going to struggle a tiny little bit in this fight. Depending on if their MP is full or not, they'll have to deal with certain faces differently. Alright, got through, and we have 1 Proud Fang. Let's see what the other 2 important checks here are, if we can find at least one of them. Ooh, okay, so we very likely have a Data Vexen. The 2 important checks spread across the 3 potential checks that AS Vexen / Data Vexen can have. We'll probably see a Data. Right, Silence now opting to go through the remainder of Pride Lands, get the 1 important check here. Just a bit of a world cleanup. You're not really gonna speed up any of Pride Lands at this point in time because you're above the ceiling, so might as well just go for it. You also do have the Proud Fang, so you can clear out the rest of this world. Oh, don't get DM. Okay, cool. Slim, thankfully, did not get a Axel 1 DM. Ooh, all those reflects for Silence did not hit. Or at least the jump reflect did not hit. So they'll have to throw an Ether here, hopefully get a few attacks in, and try to go for the DM skip. Okay, Scar's juggled still, that's good. I believe this is DM skip for Silence. Yeah, this is definitely DM skip. Alright, very clean. Fortunately, gets a magic boost, not quite what you're looking for. Alright, unfortunately just a Keyblade, but you're basically definitely tooled for whatever you have to do for this world, whether you have to go all the way to Ground Shaker or not, so you just do it. They are missing Pan, so if you do want to, if you do have to go to Data Sykes and you can't necessarily cheese it quite yet, I believe you're also missing a negative combo. Alright, does get the last item report. Beast Castle's Money Pouch. So unfortunate the report doesn't say anything of value, but at least you don't have to do a Ground Shaker. Ground Shaker is just rather an annoying fight, sort of auto scroller with the tools you have. Opts to now do HB instead. We might see them do Core potentially. Granted, they don't have the magnet, but they basically have every other tool they could possibly do for. You have Stitch. You have a chicken. Alright, Slim finally done through the auto-scroller that is all of STT. I was going to opt to finally start Halloween Town. I'll probably go all the way through. They might do Experiment. Silence also now opting to do a core skip instead. It'll be interesting to see how they opt to do the final bit of the core skip, getting the height required to get to that ledge. Oh, never mind, they have high jump forward. I didn't realize that. Yeah, so for those who don't know, if you do core skip, if you want to do that second jump, you can get away with just using max high jump and aero dodge 3. Because they have the aero dodge 4, even easier. Yeah, I missed when they got in that high jump. That is one thing that Slim definitely did not have and struggled with. Alright, so for Silence does get the they do get the Wisdom form. Now unfortunately I cannot get the last chest. They might go for, I don't know actually what they would choose to go for. You have a lot of options, but also not good options. You can maybe do with the Wisdom form, you can maybe consider going to LOD. You have Fyra. Fyra's pretty good, especially with a Wisdom. It's not a magnet or a Magnera, but it's still really good as an option. Yeah, so as I figured, Silence is going for the easy LED push. Now, again, you don't have Magnera, but you have all these good magics. You have a Fire that will do a great job against the second and first mission. And you have this beautiful Ndara. I don't think they put on the magic lock on, so that would have sped up this area a little bit. But still, definitely a rather quick visit. Alright, Slim not taking a death, making it through the Halloween Town 2 fight. Okay, Slim messing up the reflect, but fortunately is able to skip the arm breaking off phase. It's definitely underrated tech, but I feel like just reflecting the very first attacks you do is definitely just not the way to go anymore. Because whenever you reflect the beginning attack from Experiment, the arm is going to break off and just shoot the lasers, so if you just go straight for the dance call, you're going to go all the way to low health and you can skip that little bit of his phase. Ooh, unfortunately, Experiment does break apart again. That's a bit of RNG, quite unfortunate. Okay, the head, I think, just messing up a little bit. Probably made it to be a little bit farther back. Oh, doesn't get it that time and he dies! Dude, that's... Experiment's such a trash boss sometimes. You can't do anything about that. That's just weird. Okay, so meanwhile, as we're covering this, Silence does get the magnet that is hinted here. Want to meet the intern who was allowed to make Experiment? So I think the boss, in theory, is fine. It's just certain quirks about the boss is definitely not fine. Okay, though, so that should be good. Unfortunately, Donald is dead, so he cannot go for a Duck Flare quite yet. Has Magna Burst, that's unfortunate. Okay, goes into Wisdom to res Donald. Or sorry, uses a Cure to res Donald, goes into Wisdom to refill his MP, and then reverts, so he has access to Duck Flare. Very smart. Unfortunately, will not get any more important checks, so they will have to do the good old Vexen. Opting to leave right now and go through SP. Okay. Honestly, I think if you're in some position, you just full clear SP as much as you can. I think you're just slowly trying to work your way up in levels. Alright, Slim very close to getting to the health gate. Unfortunately, Experiment or Hostile Program is being a little rude. Oh hey, League Champ. League Champ Ragnoth in the chat. Oh, come on. Just give him the hit. Okay, he's fine now. Oh. Okay, there we go. Experiment finally stopped, or not Experiment. Hostile Program finally stopped moving. He does get the once more. We'll probably see the second visit of SP. You don't really need much tools for it. You have a Thundaga if you're Slim to clear through it. Yeah, go straight in. Meanwhile, Silence opting to go for Shan Yu skip here. Going for Thunder Reflect. Does work. I think they might have dropped a little more height if you were to do than if you were to do Valor, or sorry, a Fire or a Blizzard Reflect, but as long as they get over it, doesn't matter. They do pick up a Cure. And Ice Cream. And a Shock Charm Plus. Wow. So actually some loaded stuff here in the Throne Room. And the negative combo. Okay, negative combo is appreciated. But yeah, the Ice Cream though. So now you get to do all of TT, but first you are still heavily considering getting that final form first. And again, final form is confirmed on Starry Hill, along with his last important check. And there is a torn page on level 44 onward. Reminder that for levels, it's from after level 41, it's 44 and evens onward, so 44, 46, 48, and 50 for rando. So, depending on how you approach the seed, you may have quite a bit of ways to go before getting that final form. And we have yet to see any sign of Light and Dark as well. Okay, this might be death for Psyx here. Okay, Scion's taking it a bit safe, opting to just go for another reflect, slapshot, reflect. Okay, meanwhile, Silence is here in the Solar Sailor fight. I don't know if they will be able to get to level 44. It's cutting it. Yeah, unfortunately, they will not be able to get to level 44. There'll be quite a bit of XP off. Now, do we find anything of value? Do we find this last important check here before MCP? Alright, guaranteed MCP. All those items were trash. Rather unfortunate. Alright, super clean so far. Oh, does get hit by a disc. Rather annoying. And does get the finish on Sark. They are in Valor form, which is a little annoying to start the final part of MCP fight here. Alright, goes for the instant revert. Totally fair. Okay, opts to play it safe, not going to go for a early cheeky reflect, but just wait for the barriers to stop spinning. Meanwhile, if you take a peek at the bottom right, Silence is opting to XP boost as much as they can, trying to get that torn page. Alright, but Slim here getting the pseudo 1 cycle, very clean fight. Alright, so Larxene has one important check. Oh god. So, we have a guaranteed Vexen, a guaranteed Larxene. Okay, and Slim opting to take the safe approach, which is just do LOD. No Torn page off of level 44. So now the next level check will be level 46. I'll be interested to see if Silence opts to level grind right away, or go to other places to potentially try to get those levels. Because knowing that Final Form is on Starry Hill is definitely some pretty valuable info. Especially because there are still 2 things missing on drives. You are still missing your 2 other forms, Limit and Master, with no signs of them. Alright, I think we'll see Silence go for Reflect, Slapshot, Reflects. Alright. Clean fight overall from Silence. Okay, they are opting to just XP grind right now. That Torn page and known Final Form, definitely huge value. Oh yeah, they did take out Riku, so Riku doesn't heal. Going to get hit here on purpose. Hopefully this guard break doesn't mess with them too much. Level 46 does not give the Torn page quite yet. Alright, it's not level 48. Oh, it takes a death! Oh, you hate to see it. And so they gotta regrind all the way, so we do have a guaranteed level 50 torn page. These guys. So yes, Silence will be getting the torn page, then we'll gun straight for 100 Acre. You get the 2 important checks, the 1 unknown item and the 1 known final form. And then we'll probably see them do all of TT right away. So we're getting to that point where probably need to actually start that. Now granted, it is only 1 item there, but it is a world that you still have to complete. Right, let's see if they make the same mistake again this time. They opt to play it safe. Very smart. Realizing they don't want to make the same mistake and die to these guys. Oh, super close. Okay, we get the torn page finally, so we can finally see what is on Starry Hill. Alright, it's a fire boost. Finally gets final form, and we do have a guaranteed eat. Alright, what's this last important check here? It is a report. Triform says Scimitar. What a great report. What a fantastic piece of paper to give. Alright, Slim making it through Shun Skip. Will be rewarded by finding the last 2 important checks here. Ooh, okay, I've actually never seen that before from Silence. Using Magnet Trinity to get them all in. Makes sense, but I've actually never seen anyone do that before. A little innovative. Alright, so Slim is finally going to go for these levels here. Just catching up on a few things. And Silence clearing through all of TT now. Oh wow, so gets the other negative combo from in TT3. Gets also an aerial spiral. What else? Gets a glide. So last glide, just chilling in TT3, super late. Now granted, these guys did have access to it for quite a little bit. Alright, do we find anything of value in the mansion? Still one important check here. We have yet to see a few things. We're still missing a couple forms. Still missing a few visit unlocks. Okay, it's a blizzard, and unfortunately, it's just a blizzard. So still missing those visit unlocks and forms that you really want to find. I think we might have to start pushing a couple of other things. Okay, Halloween Town makes a lot of sense. You're guaranteed at least one check here from Vexen, from AS Vexen. Ooh, unfortunately Donald takes a little death here. Okay, Vexen still did not shield again, so that's good. What is our reward for Vexen? A magnet? Okay. Now, do we get the second important check, or do we have a data Vexen? Alright, we have a guaranteed data Vexen. So stat-wise, you're looking pretty good. 60 strength, 58 magic. The only downside now is that you just have to do Vexen. Okay, Silence gonna make their way through all of SP2, gonna find that Larxene has the last important check here. They might consider doing Larxene since they do have final form. Slim didn't do it because of the lack of final. But this time we'll probably see Larxene done right away. Alright, there goes Slim. Also right straight to Vexen as soon as they get a final and some levels. Right, clear through. AS Vexen unfortunately did have to resort to a Duck Flare at the very end. Alright, and they're actually going straight to a Hollow Bastion now. Gonna go through Demix and Final Fantasy fights. Alright, a very clean Sark fight from Silence. Now, I will be very surprised if Silence just doesn't go straight to Larxene after this. At least it's AS Larxene. For Data, if you have to go to Data Larxene, I can understand just leaving. Never mind, I'm proven wrong yet again. Alright, do we find anything in Crystal Fissure? We find Second Chance. It's usable. And we still have to go onward. So 2 important checks, a proof, and 1 unknown item in the remainder of HB. So far, a super quick 1k from Slim. Now, from Slim's perspective, do we find the last few items? Ooh, okay, a proof and a Beast Claw, so you're done. So now you're just following the trail of items here, just going straight to Beast's Castle. Very understandable. Ooh, unfortunate for Slim, does miss the pseudo 1 cycle on the, what is it, Shadow Stalker. I think it's Shadow Stalker. Wait, no, wait, Darkthorn. I actually don't remember which one that is specifically named. This is Dark. So this one should also be fairly straightforward. Gets a finishing plus and a pan. Okay, so it's just done right there. No Beast Castle 2 visit required. I think at this point you're just gonna probably go chase door to door. So we might see Slim go for Agrabah or Pride Lands. Yep. And we see Silence make the quick pit stop into the Geoway to visit the Moogle for some ethers. They just haven't spent any of their money at all, so they finally spent a little bit of it. Okay, they're 1k. It seems that... Okay, cool. At the beginning, it was a tiny bit slow. This is ramping up, though, at the speed you expect. Alright, silence on through 1k. We'll get that Beast Claw. We'll probably go straight to Beast's Castle. Alright, hopefully this is a DM skip from Slim. I think they're a little under. Yeah, definitely a little under. Oh, gotta be careful. Okay, gets the Thunder off in time. Luckily, Scar decided to do a jump there. Didn't go straight to DM. Alright, Silence now back into SP. Gonna go tackle Larxene. They have slightly better magic. So if they do have to do data, they might consider doing that. You do have triple finishing pluses now, so that is something to do with that. Alright, straight into final. Opts to the jump, messes up the jump a little bit, doesn't get the RNG expected. Right, now is in this attack. Gets to reflect off in time. Alright, it gets light and dark off of Larxene. That's a terrible spot for that, that's so weird. But do we have a data Larxene? We do. Alright. So that's 2 guaranteed datas at the moment. We have Data Vexen, Data Larxene, some of the more annoying datas to handle. Slim about to tackle this fight as well. Slim having a slightly different luck. Okay, gets a solo Larxene by herself. And is gonna end it in a Duck Flare. Oh, unfortunate. This might be the DM. Oh, she splits across. Okay. Okay, now it's this DM. You get ready to reflect here, and it should be a dead Larxene. Very clean. So Silence now is getting prepped for Data Larxene, opting to put on as many Mega Elixirs as they can. Just making sure that their inventory is all set and prepped the way they like. Meanwhile, Slim is taking the safer approach, opting to just go for the one unknown item in Agrabah. Also opting to find the Skill and Crossbones for PR2 access. Okay, Silence messing up the intro a bit. I'm taking off guard break, making sure they have explosion only. Alright, Silence a little like 3 HP, so was able to survive one more hit. Throws the elixir for safety. Gonna try to go into final. Unfortunately, Donald takes the death. Okay, I think they're a little... Okay, they're spaced out just enough that he's able to do this. Alright, he's getting Comet prepped for the final bit. Opts to throw the elixir out right away. Alright, does get DM'd here, but that's fine. Just gotta use a bit of the Comet here to try and get the fight ender the way you want. So now the clones are about to attack. Just sit here, reflect Comet. There you do it. Very clean fight overall. And what does Lurkscene give? A proof. So unfortunately, not something you really care for. Even if you do have Promise Charm, you for these guys, they might not be leveling at all for the remainder of the seed. So it's kind of just a useless check. Silence opting to take the DC Tunnel's River approach, and Slim opting to clear out all of the remainder of Agrabah. Unfortunately, they're not going to find this check here. So now we're sort of in a bit of a gridlock, chain logic, as we say. So you gotta level drives to get Scimitar, so you can access the remainder of Agrabah for this scale and cross, or sorry, for the one check there, which could be a form. You could opt to do PR if you were Slim. You do have a known fire, so that would help with Data Vex and just do additional damage. Alright, so the barrier is broken. Unfortunately, your party members are dead. Oh, he gets the barrier up. Okay, so the barrier for Slim is down, or the shield is down. Now he does have access to Duck Flare. He's gonna try to space it out. Does get hit, but that's fine. Oh, Donald takes a death! Okay, I was not expecting this song to come up. What the heck? Why is this song playing? Now Slim is playing a bit with fire here. Unfortunately does take that death there. Alright, we'll get to see him retry. Maybe we'll see him properly check his items. He was close though. I don't know if he had any Mega Elixirs or Elixirs to work around with. Alright, I was about to get to DM phase here. Go for the straight duck there. Very nice. Properly gets it this time. Donald not dying immediately to Vex in here. Now Slim gonna take the spam approach to this fight. Gonna try to rebuild their drive gauge back as soon as they can. Unfortunately, does not have any items. Donald does take a death here. Oh, it goes into Valor form. Okay, you hate to see it. This might be another death here to this fight. So with no way to res Donald or Goofy, yeah, that's super unfortunate. Alright, Silence does not find the 1 point check, so they're gonna go to Marley. We'll have 2 different fights going on. 1 AS, 1 Data. Yeah, it just goes to show that potentially having some items can help you in these settings. Slim, very famous for not putting on any items at all. Just going with whatever autofills into your slots. So you can see there's like a mega potion. There's no elixirs or mega elixirs at all. So these kinds of fights are definitely a bit of a struggle. Right, Slim hoping to play this a bit safe. Hopefully Donald doesn't die here this time. Okay. So maybe he should try to throw an ether. That might help. Okay, opts to just iframe through that. Unfortunately, Vexen will go straight into regular Vexen after this. Okay, tries to shield the icicles. Should be fine. Oh, Anti-Sword being a bit of a troll. Okay, this should be death. Alright, gets it on the third try. Not too bad. Unfortunately for Silence, they do beat AS Marley, and AS Marley does not give a check. Alright, so Slim does get Master. I was actually able to watch a little bit of this while live. Fortunately, for some reason, Slim's tracker had a bit of a crash here. Very strange. But is able to track the Master Form correctly. Ooh, unfortunately, takes a death there. Now, for those who do not know, you can actually do double negative combo on Larxene. It's a bit tight of a window. It just feels awkward to do, but you can do it as an alternative. Okay, Slim is actually going to try to do Berserkori, potentially. No? Okay. I don't think that that Valor form was on purpose. I think it would have been a slight miss menu or a panic menu. So now they're going to be stuck at only like one drive, I think. Yeah, it's going to be super tough. Okay, we're just going to be going through several duck flares here. And they still got quite a bit of health left to go through. Okay, so Donald unfortunately does take a death here. Oh, he's so close. Okay, you gotta not panic here if you're Slim. Oh, this is so scary for Slim. Yeah, unfortunately, depending on how you play the game, you might not be able to see where you're going. So if you're doing a panic light like that, your thumb might not be able to control the camera. So unfortunately, that is a death you kind of have to, can't really do much about. If Slim was able to control the camera while gliding, they might have been able to figure out where exactly to glide to get away from the rotating what is it? Rotating beams. I don't know what that move is called from Larxene. Okay, opts to finally try Berserkori. Oh, and takes the death, yeah. Man, Larxene is giving Slim so much trouble. Super unfortunate. Yeah, Slim goes into Valor again. So now is still down on drive gauge. Okay, gonna try again for Berserk Quarry. Oh, messes up the input. Doesn't have any drive to fall back on. Running out of items. This Larxene fight is definitely hard. Okay, meanwhile, for Silence, they do find the fire here, just chilling on medallions. Oh, it takes the death from the last bit. And where to go if you are Silence? I feel like you have to just do Vexen right now. I feel like you're actually just out of options. Because you've almost chain logicked yourself so that you need to fight Vexen. Okay, actually opting to do Terra right now. I think they might be trying to do this fight legit. I don't think I saw them put on double negative combo. They do have access to it. They might be. Oh no, they're fighting this legit. Ooh, goes into Valor. That's definitely a misinput. Okay, there's the Valor form. Fortunately, because how this is set up, they will break out, trying to work around that force. Okay, cool. They may get around the HP gate. Okay, so both party members are dead, but that's kind of okay. You're okay with it. Alright, does Slim finally get this kill? ABN Terror finale? Yeah, what's up, Spike? Are you watching the semifinals? The ABN seed? So this is only semis, this isn't finals. But there's still Terra in the seed. So far we've had Terra, we've had Data Vexen, Data Larxene, as you see from Slim's side on the left. Finally gets through it after like 6 deaths to Larxene. Yeah, unfortunately Slim is having a bit of tracker issues, but still, the seed is completable. They do know that they do know to track it. Alright, so Silence in DM phase right now. Gonna have to stick through DM phase for about maybe like 7 out of 3 minutes. Opting to do this method of clearing through it. Just dodge rolling straight through the middle of the arena. Okay, they're gonna go all the way, I think maybe to like 1 bar. I don't know if this kills. Oh, this does kill. Wow, okay. And Terra has a Reflect. We still have no idea where Limit Form is. Still 0 idea. Limit Form could be in Agrabah, it could be on drives. But we only have a few last spots left to go for. Do we see Data Vexen attempt now? I feel like you have to, because you're sort of chain logicked into it. Scimitar is on drives. Okay, Silence playing this very safe, opting to buy more megas so that they can go through this Data Vexen fight very clean. Now they might try to go for DM skill. Oh, unfortunately, couldn't carry that Reflect hitbox all the way over. Okay, he's gonna let Vexen regenerate a shield. Gonna try to break it and get a clone to get summoned. Needs to throw a Mega Elixir at some point. Okay, there's the Mega. Gonna try to kill the clone. Okay, I believe that was a skip. So the barrier is gone. Yep. Alright, they got the DM skip. Very clean first try Vexen fight. Definitely saving time on Slim here, who took a few deaths to that data. And now they get to do the grind. They get to do the very small form grind, trying to figure out where this scimitar is. Okay, they're gonna level off the gamblers here. Hopefully get these important checks off a master. Alright, cool. Back from doing my admin duties. So Slim here, about to finish this. Very nice. Unfortunately, does find out now he has to do Terra. I hope Slim realizes he might have double negative combo. That might be a better alternative than going for a regular straight fight. They also could try to do Berserkori. I know they did that versus Dewey last week for, or sorry, not last week, for the quarterfinals match versus Dewey. Okay, unfortunately for Silence, they are guessing wrong. They do have a limit though, so that is all 5 forms. And that's to keep guessing on which form has the scimitar. Okay, yeah, so Slim is going for the full Berserkori kill. Does get past the HP gate. Now granted, they are above the strength floor, so this is still faster. So they're about halfway through, over halfway through the HP, or Terra's HP, and still have under half of their MP. So unless they drop an input, this should kill. Alright, gets a perfect Berserkori fight. Very nice. Super hard to do. Very clean. Not many people can do that. Meanwhile, Silence over here, guessing wrong twice in a row. So it's not on Master, not on Final. not on limit 7, so it's wisdom 7, sorry, wisdom 6 or 5, and then valor 6 or 7. Sorry, not 6 or 5. Level 6 or 7 of both valor or wisdom could have the scimitar, so the chain logic seems to be a little rude for these guys. You'll probably see Silence go straight to the mushrooms, or the single mushroom on the wharf after this. I believe that room is called the wharf. Okay, not on wisdom 6. It's very fitting for a seed from me to make him go to a level 7 form, or guess wrong on every form. He's gonna finish up leveling here in this room. I think they might be at the correct amount. They might be 1 or 2 kills off. Alright, so it is now Valor 6 or Valor 7. Oh no. What have I done? What did I do to these guys? Oh wow, it's actually Valor 7 for a scimitar. Oh god. So, wow. Okay. Very nice ABN scene. So you had to do Data Vexen so that you could get access to Agrabah 2. That's wild. There's the scimitar. So this is definitely, unless some absolute tragedy strikes, this is definitely GG's for Slim. Or sorry, GG's for Silence. Man, guessing wrong on drives, you hate to see it. Also, Silence making the small mistake of not getting the flags reset. I remember hearing talks of this potentially getting fixed, so hoped that is coming out soon. Shoutouts to Num for working hard in the background on all these GOA updates all the time. Alright, doesn't get on Master 7, is upping to level limit. Totally makes sense from his perspective. Unfortunately, we know where it is. Alright, now do we see the seed end in Ruin Chamber? Or do we have to do a Genie Jafar? I'm kind of hoping for a Genie Jafar, at least. Oh, gets hit? Wow. That's so unlucky. Oh no! This takes a little too long. Has to deal with all these enemies. God, the Crimson Jazz definitely not being anyone's friend ever. That enemy is actually like one of the worst. Alright, and is it over here? Alright, cool. We get a Genie Jafar at the very least. Okay, it goes for the RC. Those combo pluses maybe making things a little awkward. Oh my god, so much damage. Okay, still not done. Are we done yet? And it's on Genie Jafar, and that is GG's for silence. What a wild seed. Making these guys go through almost like hell and back. Going all the way through to, what is it? They had to do almost all of STT. They had to go through, what is it? Data Larxene, Data Vexen, had to do Terra, Starry Hill. So much stuff going on in this seed. Big, I'm glad I got to rewatch this. Big GG's to these guys. Now we get to see some of these guys play a little later on for Path, or the Path top 8, so that'll be exciting.